Hey, you guys. Welcome to the Shella D. Bridgman Show. This is Shella D. Bridgman, and this is my testimony. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. How are you? I hope you are well. I'm out here. I have been to the dollar store this morning, pretty much getting cleaning supplies for our little stay at our little place. I came in and got some ice cream. I said, shoot, it's Thanksgiving, so I'm so excited. It's almost 11 o'clock. They said like 1 something, so I'm gonna do this. I'm checking in with you guys, and then I'm going to gather up a little something and head on over there. It's a beautiful day. Got off work this morning and chatted with the person that worked with me last night. It's a really, really, really nice guy. The guy that I've had the trouble with, I was going to work with him, and then somehow the other guy came over, and then and then he went over to this one location that we agree is very interesting. It's like 4 different people working there, and this is very interesting. It's very interesting. But yeah, I'm tired of sitting here blacking out a little bit, but it's okay. I'm gonna pretty much bought everything, like everything. And yeah, I'm so tired, it's not funny. Alright, you guys, it is Thanksgiving and we made it. We are here. We're going to make the most of it. I'm so excited for the place that we're going to be staying in. I said I'm probably going to be asleep the first day. The second day, after that, then we'll, get stuff going with the food and everything. But I got to get some blankets or something out of my storage room and then deal with that later. Probably just go wash it. I need to pick some energy up because I am really tired. But yeah, it's Thanksgiving. We've made it. We are met. Yes, I'm not tired. Maybe I should at least keep my eyes open. It'll help me to get through this. Not that I mean it like that, but I'm glad you're here. And the guy that I worked with last night, I told him that I told you guys about him. I told him I didn't want to tell him all my business, but I said that I had told the people about him, and just he's really a good guy, and you don't take good people for granted. I was looking online for another job for him because he has like 2 kids, and he's just a nice guy. And I told him, as a man, a woman can feel when a man is has that predator energy. You know what I mean? How you feel just as a woman. But I told him I didn't feel that from him. I mean, I know we're human, but I didn't feel that predator thing from him. He's just a really nice guy. But yeah, we made it. My relief showed up, and we laughed. She told me about the new guy and that he was, really smart and really good and stuff. And I said he's nice, and she's like, she thinks that nice has nothing to do with it. And then I said, well, do something that's not nice. And then, I said you can be smart. You can be smart and not nice. And that's not good, right? So nice is good for me, or good is good for me, because when people are not nice, they can cause you all kind of trouble. Smart, okay, whatever, yeah, that's good, but not nice is terrible. you know. And but yeah, we made it to Thanksgiving. I was telling the guy that I worked with last night that I really feel like something good is coming. Nobody knows my whole story. Look, I almost said something to you guys in my sleepy state. But nobody knows the full of my situation. But I was just so glad because I really feel like something good is coming, and it would help a lot. It would really help a lot. So I'm not gonna keep you guys. Today is Thanksgiving. It's a beautiful day. Wherever you are, I say beautiful day because the sun is shining. The sun is shining. It's not 200 degrees where you're burning stuff. So dang, did I say that? You're not burning stuff. Lord have mercy. That, you know what? I can't be embarrassed or anything. It just shows my level of commitment to be this tired and to go. I'm here at the library. I, stopped at the store near my job because it's less people. It's just less, it's just a better store. It's a good store and there are not as many people there, so you can get through it. So I stopped and did that, and then came on here and stopped at the library. And this is, I'm getting it done. So tomorrow is gonna be, look, another day, but I'm getting it done for today. So, like the shape of the container too. Okay, does that make sense? The shape of the container. Lord have mercy. Uh-oh, what's that? That's my phone. I don't know what that is. I don't even know where it's at. I have so much stuff in my car, you guys. I was telling the guy that I worked with last night about yesterday. I first thing I do is I have my coffee and have my, what I call lunch. And have my little lunch bag. And I told him that I got in there and sat down and looked, and there was no lunch. Like, I had the lunch bag, but there was no lunch in it. Because I had lost my bread. It fell out of the bag somehow, and I couldn't find it. I didn't notice and everything, because I have like a lot of stuff in my car. It's really kind of crazy. Really kind of crazy, but yeah, I have been faithful. I've been faithful. I don't even know why I'm saying that, because no matter what, I do this. There hasn't been one day that I just said I'm not doing it. I may have done it late or later in the evening, but there's not one day since I've started this, and that's been so this is the second month. We're going into December, but I have kept my word, and I've done these recordings, and yeah, when I could be doing something else, because I still have to get it uploaded. So, and I need to do all of this while I'm here. That's my phone. I don't even know where it's at. I need to do all this while I'm here. I had problems with accessing the internet since I put this little security thing on there. So that was the whole thing. I stayed at the library last night, like really full of energy, and trying to figure out how to use the Wi-Fi app. The Wi-Fi app. Lord have mercy. Okay. Let me say what I need to say and get off here, because this is really bad. We made it. It's Thanksgiving. It's a beautiful day. Find the good in it. I am going to stay in a place that is, like I said, right there where the ladies work. Okay? It's not fancy, but I believe it's clean. It's clean enough. What is not good, I have I went and bought cleaning supplies, rubber gloves and everything, and I will do something to make it cleaner if that's what I need. I'm bringing my own stuff, blankets and everything. I'm bringing my own pillow and everything, and towels and everything. So that's what I'm doing. Some people might think that's too much. Some people might think it's too much, but it's what I need in order to be comfortable. I don't see myself sleeping on something that other people have. No. A while ago when I wanted to do all these fantastical things and stuff, I just want a house, a nice house, some land. I'm not really interested in. There's nothing really that I want to see out there. I haven't traveled the world, but I'm okay. I just want a nice house. What does the man say? I want some land that nobody can tell me to get off of. And that's something that I was supposed to do, was look at the picture of the property that I want. I actually know where there's what do you call it? An island for sale. Do you know that? You hear the rich people talking about it, that they own an island. I know where there's one for sale. It's not even a whole lot of money. It's the same amount of money as a house. But we're going to get there. We are going to get there. But I want to say to you, today is Thanksgiving, and we are going to stay in a place it's not 5-star at all, but I'm grateful because it's more than, I should make sure this guy is here. It's more than what I have right now. It's better than my living situation right now. So I'm grateful for it. I had enough money to do it. I had enough money to do that and still pay my bills. And so I'm going to do it and be glad and grateful. Did I ever think that I would stay in a place where the ladies work? No. And that's why I was telling you guys a story about, I was that girl. I had the car and the life, so to speak. And now here I am staying in a place where the ladies work. And I think it's wonderful. Because I'm grateful. Because it's better than what I have. And sometimes life has to, what does the man say? If you're not humble, life will humble you. Sometimes you have to get to a point like this so that you can appreciate stuff. Because if not, all you'll think is that you have to have, the fancy. You will not be happy or satisfied unless it is fancy. I am happy and satisfied for just this. So, like they say, if you can be happy with this, then we can give you more, because we know you'll appreciate that. So, oftentimes we're just not grateful. We are not. This man has one skate. He has one skate. Lord have mercy. One skate. I'm not exaggerating. One skate. So you know what that's like. He's doing it like it's a skateboard. He has one skate. Oftentimes we don't appreciate what we have. We just don't. But there's always somebody that's doing worse. I told you I'm just so, my sensitivity has been escalated. Looking at people, the man with the part of his leg missing, and and just, I'm so sensitive to suffering. Right now, the people that I told you that live in the parking lot, this is Thanksgiving. This is Thanksgiving, and there's a man out here in this parking lot in an SUV. Excuse me. And the lady in the white car that I told you that lives in the parking lot, she's here in the parking lot, and it's Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving. Last night, I was doing some stuff before I went to work, and I saw this family of, it was like one mother and the father and 4 kids, 3 boys, maybe 12 on down, 12 years old and down, on down, and the father was pushing, so you had 3 walking kids, like teenagers. Well, the youngest may have been like 9, so like 9, like say 14 to 9, 3 kids, and then the father was pushing a baby, and they were walking, and then the mother, and they were walking through the parking lot, and they were just talking, and one of the boys said, "Dad, I was looking because I was trying to figure out, do they really have 4 boys?" That's what I was trying to figure out. And then I said, you know what? That's a whole family. That is a whole family, but they're gonna have a good Thanksgiving. I said they're gonna have a good Thanksgiving because they have each other. And even though they're walking, the three kids, and then the father was pushing the stroller, and it wasn't even, it was a stroller, but you have the carrier thing. So this was a little one that was in there, and the mother was picking up the rear. She had like a scarf wrapped all around her head because it was cold. And I said, these people don't have a car. They're out here walking, but they're gonna have a good Thanksgiving because they have each other. Because they weren't just walking and like, looking solemn or anything. They were like talking to each other. Like, okay, we're in a we're a family. We're in this together, and we have each other. So whatever little bit they have for today to cook and eat or whatever, they were gonna have a good day. And so that's what I'm saying, is like, there's so many people. I'm kind of conscious of my voice because this guy is not that far away, and he has his window down. But yeah, so many people have so much more, and they're not happy. But this family, they were walking that many people. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6 people. 6 people, and they're out, no vehicle, and they're happy. So we're going to stay for the next couple days at this place where the ladies work. I don't think they go in there and do their work, but it's right there where they do work. So they did that. Okay, that didn't fit. That was a sleepy talk. Okay. So, yeah. You have to be grateful for what you have. If you're not grateful for what you have, you will not have a good life. You won't, because you'll always be thinking about the next or the something else, or what you have, what you don't have, instead of what you do have. And I tell you, I might be in the parking lot, but I will see the man that was in the store, in the dollar store near my job. Was it last week or something? And we're in the stores. I go in the morning. See, trust me, I know how to beat the crowd. So I go in the morning, right? So I went in there, maybe it was a few days ago. I don't know. So I went in there, and I'm in there in the morning because I'm trying to beat the crowd. And the ladies were talking about, and the one lady looked at me and she said, Oh, he's taking stuff. You know, this man is obviously homeless. Trust me, there's some people that are pretending. I have lived, and so I know for a fact that some people go out there and pretend they just want to get money. No, he's a young guy, like 25, if that, 25, maybe 30, a little less than that. And his like today, his little backside was out. the little back of his little pants were shredded, and his little hiney was, but he did have underwear on. Stop. He did. Oh, maybe that was her that just drove by. She left, the lady in the white car. But there are people out here. There's this other little SUV where these people, I think it's a couple, they live in it. They're here in the parking lot on Thanksgiving. See, that's what I'm saying. But yeah, this guy. So went to the dollar store this morning to get some cleaning supplies to take with us. And I was gonna stop at the bank because I didn't have any cash, and I said, let me get something so I can pay some cash for something. And I said, nah, just leave it. And so I saw the little guy that I saw in the store, and like I said, the people were talking about he's taking stuff, but he obviously was like really bad off, like really, when you're, like the man says, is the person's face dirty? You can't really say if you got your face on perfectly and this and that, well, you're somewhat in your right mind. But when you just dirty and just okay, you rightfully have a situation going on. So this young guy, even if he was stealing in the store and he didn't have any money, he was hungry, right? So when the ladies in the store said that to me, I'm like, yeah, because I don't really want to, and I said, yeah, let me hurry up and like get in this line. Then it hit me. I was like, So the guy, I went ahead and paid for my stuff, and he came like right behind me, and he had something like 2 items or something like that. And so I paid for his stuff, and then when I got outside, I saw him, and the sugar is hitting me. I ate the ice cream. When I got outside, I saw him. He had his money in like a little plastic bag, like a little sandwich bag or something. And he was a gentle soul. Some people, they're like angry and they scare you a little bit, but he was a gentle person. I don't know what could make him just be out on the street like that. And not that race has to do with every or anything, but he was a little Asian guy, and so he was trying to pay for his stuff, and it was like in a little sandwich bag or whatever. So I paid for his little couple items, whatever it was, and then I got outside, and he was going on about his way, but he was just peaceful. That's what I'm trying to say, peaceful. And I gave him $20, and he said thank you and just went away, but he was peaceful. So this morning when I left the store, I saw him, and he was walking down the street. He was near the dollar store. I saw him. He was walking down the street, and he was walking really slow, like he was in pain or something, or like when you walk 20 miles and so you like at the very end. He was barely walking. I was like, ooh. And I was eating my ice cream, and I'm driving down the street, and I'm like, But I was going to say someone, it was Joyce Meyer. I heard her say before, oftentimes when God will tell you to do something, and you may not be sure if that's God telling you to do it or not, but err on the side of that it was. You know what I'm saying? Because if he's telling you to do something, you really don't want to miss it, right? So I got down the street, and I had already told myself I'm not going to go to the bank because I just really didn't feel like it. And I got down the street, and I made a U-turn, and I came back, and I went to the ATM, and the guy, he was sitting like not that far off the sidewalk, and he looked up and saw me, and he walked over, and I was holding up the $20 bill, and I gave it to him, and he was happy because what I was thinking was, yeah, I got my little instant food in the little container. I got me some cans of this and that so I can just open it and do my little thing. But I have some food to eat. And I have shelter over my head. And I said, it's Thanksgiving. And no, I'm not the holiday lady. I'm not all that, for the celebration and stuff. But it is Thanksgiving. And this dollar store, it's in a strip mall, and it's a nice neighborhood. The Mexican restaurant was open. Stuff is open. I said, it's Thanksgiving. He can go get himself something to eat. He can go get himself something to eat. And it's those little moments in life. It's those little moments that, just like what I'm doing for myself and my little guy, it's those little moments that make you say, okay, I can keep going. I can keep going. You stop and you do that little bit. It's like you're acknowledging life. You're acknowledging life. It's like the people that don't celebrate their birthday. No, you got to do something for your birthday. You have to acknowledge yourself. Everybody can't go out and buy all this fancy stuff, and everybody's not living like that, but you gotta do something. You gotta do something. It's like, even if that's the day that you put your lipstick on, you know what I'm saying? You do your special hairdo, something. You always gotta do something. You always have to do something to acknowledge life. Because it shows that you're grateful for being here. Because like they say, everybody didn't make it. Everybody didn't make it. And that's why so many people are so sad, because so many people didn't make it. That's why this is the worst time of the year. Look, it's not even tax season. It's this time of the year because it is about family. And it is about loved ones. And so many people don't have that. And they're missing people. And they're missing people that they love. Not the people that they know, but the people that they really loved. And more importantly, the people that really love them. Because sometimes the kicker is the people that really love you. That's who you miss. Not just people that you know or have known, but the people that really loved you. That's the thing. Because you can be here. You can be here and you can know people. You can have relatives that are still up and walking around. But I'm talking about the people that really loved you. That's the thing. That's who we miss. That's who we miss. And oftentimes it's your parents. Because they're the ones that, what do they say? That's actually, what do they call it? What do they call it? Unconditional. That's what they call it. Unconditional. Because you can, what do they say? You go out and commit a crime and they still love you. And they still love you. We have these relationships and stuff, and it's oftentimes not really unconditional. That's how we end up in divorce. It's not really unconditional. I love you. I love you until you do X. don't do X. You do X, and we're done for. So these times right here, it's not just the people that we love. It's the people that loved us, that really loved us. And when they're gone, when my mother left, oh my goodness, that was kind of a relief because she had a hard life, with her sickness and all that stuff. She had a hard life. Watching my mic. She had a hard life, so it was kind of a relief. But at the same time, when she left, she took her love with her. And she was the one person that I know really loved me. Unconditionally. She didn't make me feel like I was less than who I am. And that's why people, when I meet people and they still have their parents, I'm like, dang, you living good. I'm sorry, I'm looking around. This lady, one lives in the parking lot in a white car. She just came here and drove through and left. I don't know. I guess she's trying to figure it out. But yeah, my mother was a good lady. She was a nice person. See, me, I still struggle. I still struggle, and I work at being the best version of myself. But she was a nice lady. But yeah, so Thanksgiving, here we are. We made it. We're here. And tomorrow's another day. But for this day, we acknowledge life. We acknowledge being here. We acknowledge that we acknowledge and celebrate the fact that we are still here. That we're in our right mind. Because look, if you weren't in your right mind, you wouldn't even know to remember the people that you miss. You would have forgotten everything. They do have the dementia and Alzheimer's, and I'm here to tell you facts. I tell you facts. It's not just for the old people. I know somebody that just passed this year, and she was younger than 50. So we celebrate life. We celebrate life today, that we're still here. That we are still here. So find some way to do a little something for yourself. You may not have a big old spread. Look, you may not even have a carpet picnic. Do something. Find something to watch on TV. If you don't have a TV, go sit outside and go look at a flower. Go pick a flower. Put one in your hair. Something. If you have a phone, put a flower in your hair and take a picture of yourself. Put some lipstick on. This is how we get from here to there. Just keep taking step after step. And eventually, the days get better. Yeah, we're going to have bad days. We're going to have hard days. Stuff is going to happen. But it's all about surviving those times. It really is. And everybody's going to have them. And that's how the pandemic was an equalizer. Because it doesn't matter how much money you have. You can be, like I said, you can be one of the richest people in the world and your child dies. Suffering. I don't care how much money you have. Yeah, you might have the money to bury them, but does it hurt any less? Nope. You might have the money to be able to afford a good therapist to talk about it, but does it hurt any less? Nope. So life is an equalizer. in some respects, that we all have to be able to survive the things that we have in common, and that is loss. Everybody has loss. I don't care how much money you have, it feels the same. It feels the same, but actually the person that has so much privilege and money, it might actually hit them harder because they're not used to the suffering. If you've never had a lot of suffering, when it finally hits you and you're 42, it's a lot harder than having a hard life. You know how to suffer and overcome it because you're used to it. But when your first real suffering is when you older, shoot, how you get past that? Yep, that's like in the Great Depression in the U.S. What was it? The stock market crash, was it 2029? Was it 29? Talking about people jumping out of windows and stuff because they were gonna be poor. They jumped out the window. It's like, oh no, not the poverty. And some people have been broke all their lives. They know how to make do. They know how to make it work. If you had your whole life and all of a sudden you got to go from that to zero, you're like, oh no, it's not in me. It's not in me to be able to do that. So, yeah. But yeah, that's life is an equalizer. It gives us blows, and that's one thing that hits us all the same. Losses. It's a pain that's undescribable because there's not another memory to be had, to be made, to be created. Loss, and that's the biggest pain that people have right now, because you can't bring that person back. You can't, and that's why we're supposed to live. We're supposed to live in a way that we can live with ourselves, because nobody's going to be here forever. So always tell the people that you love them. Always make decisions and do things that you know you can live with, because they're not going to be here forever. Facts. I do not speak from a place of like I'm going to say preaching to the choir. No, I told you I've experienced loss forever, like just consistently throughout my life, and that's a big part of what has shaped me to be the person that I am. Before I do anything, before I say anything, I'm quite sure that it's what I want to do. I'm quite sure, because I know what it's like to not talk to that person again, to not see their face again, to not hear their voice again. But you know what's so funny? Because I'm getting older. Even at my grandmother's funeral, my ex-sister-in-law talked about my grandmother was the first person that she'd ever heard that could talk and laugh at the same time. And that's what I do when I'm talking to you guys, and I say I sound like my grandmother. So they're still a part of us. They're still in us. My grandmother taught me about shredded wheat, and my mother and her strength, my grandmother and her strength. They're all still inside of us. All those memories. I told you about the friend that I had that went to my graduation when I didn't have anybody to go. All of those people and all of the experiences that we have had with them, it becomes a part of us, and it becomes our strength. It becomes our strength because you see so many people when they get to where they've been trying to get to, they say, I think my mother is not here anymore. Because they never leave us. They may not physically be here, but they never leave us. They never do. And on that, I leave you today. I love you. Please love yourself. Please love yourself. And the thing that will help you get from this day to the next day is the love that you know those people had for you. I love you, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Enjoy your day.